Liz Santorum, one of the most dynamic people in politics. I look for great things from you in the future, but right now, it's Dad who's got center stage, and you have been that steady support. What's the most difficult thing about being a political daughter?
Oh my goodness. I mean, you talk the long nights, early mornings. Like physically, it can sometimes be really hard, especially when it's
Dad
my
for
dad,
feet.
right? Yeah, heels are really tricky sometimes. But my dad just strides ahead of everyone. But he's just has more energy than any other candidate I've ever met, and is so dynamic and compassionate, and just wants to work from 5 a.m. until midnight, which it can be interesting for the entourage. So we have just a great team with us, and at Family Life, we're always so supportive. We do things as a unit, whether we decide in races to run or to not run, it's always a family decision.
Oh, that's interesting to know. And so those conversations, is this a thing that takes place like a formal, we're going to have dinner tonight and we're going to decide if Dad's running for president again? Like, like most families.
Yeah, we send out ballots and then we vote or abstain. So no, it doesn't really work that way. It's always kind of a continual discernment process with us. And, we have lots of, late night cups of tea with each other and talk, and we pray a lot together about these things, and we really search to make sure that we're not just doing our will, but we really hope that we're following God's will for all of our lives, because all of these races affect all the family. So my parents have always been very thoughtful and sensitive to making sure that our needs are met, and family life can be as normal and happy as possible through all of it.
You and I have a special heart connection. Yes. We both love somebody dearly in our family who has a special need, a trisomy special need. Talk to us about your sister and about your new project.
Oh, I'm so excited to talk about this. This is actually the first time we've started talking about it in public. We are currently writing a book about my little sister Bella, who I know you've trisomy 21, but our little Bella has trisomy 18. So a similar sort of handicap, but Bella, unlike a lot of trisomy 21 kids, will probably never be able to, speak or talk. It's a little bit more severe. But when Bella was born, doctors kind of gave us the will not list of her life and said that she will never do these things, but Bella has shown us what she can do, and that is love, and she does so many things that they said she never would. So, Bella is a great teacher, and we're just trying to share her story.
I've never interviewed your father about her, that he hasn't laughed and cried when he talks about her. Both things. If you had to try to quantify what she means in the inspiration of your family, do the best you can. I know that's hard.
Oh, that's really hard. When I started this project with my parents, and I'm co-authoring it with them, and it'll come out next Mother's Day.
Oh, what perfect.
Yes, and a verse really stuck in my mind, which was from 1 Corinthians, and it said that, if I have faith enough to move mountains, but I have not love, I have nothing. And to me, that really spoke to children like this, because I never read anywhere that you have to have a certain IQ level to be holy, to be virtuous, and to love. And with children like her, I think she really shows us that compassion and love teach us about God and teach us about each other, that no matter what background you're from, no matter where you're from, that love is the universal language and you don't need words for that. So I think she's shown our family that that is the most important thing at the end of the day.
More than 90% of children who are diagnosed with Down syndrome in utero are aborted. The statistics for her trisomy are even higher. Yeah. What would you say to that mom who's facing that decision?
That we love you. First of all, we love you, and there's so much hope. That I remember when Bella was in the NICU, when the doctors didn't know what her diagnosis was. They knew something was wrong, but not exactly what. And they said, she could have this. So, of course, we researched it. But the first thing you do when you tend to type in Down syndrome or Edward syndrome, trisomy 18, you see statistics. You see 98% of these kids don't make it to birth. Of that 1-2%, 99% of them don't make it to their first birthday. And you're reading this and it's just like, there's no hope. It's unbelievable. And children like Bella and so many others that we've been able to connect with over the years are rewriting these books and saying that these children are what trisomy 21 children were 50 years ago, that are now, so many more of them hopefully are, coming into this world, and people are seeing that there's so much hope in life that these children bring. And I hope that the same will be true for trisomy 18 in 15 years.
So your book comes out on Mother's Day. Do we have a title?
No, not yet. We have a lot of Post-it notes all over the place. Different options.
It's a Post-it note. That sounds like my family. Post-it
Exactly,
note
Post-it
projects.
notes, dry erase boards.
Yes, exactly. What do you see yourself doing over the next 2 years?
Oh, good.
Just
Yeah,
graduated.
good question,
Congratulations, University of
Thank
Dallas.
you. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
that's exciting stuff. But what are your plans over the next couple of years?
Well, so far, I know this summer I'll actually be in Africa doing mission work. Yeah, I'm very excited about it, and just to see what God has to do with the time. After that, I'm looking into a couple fellowship programs that have to do with kind of the emergence between theology, culture, and politics. So after that, it's, we'll see.
Liz Santorum, you're a rock star. Thank you.
Oh, no. Thank you, Dr. Gina.